Austin voters are right now making a decision on Proposition 1, which is going to determine if ride-sharing drivers have to undergo mandatory fingerprint background checks. Early voting is underway right now. Election day is next Saturday, and joining us this morning, Michael Kanan from the Austin Monitor to talk about that. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Oh, of course. Thanks for having me.
So if the grocery store by my house, which is a polling place, is any indication, turnout has been very good so far.
It's been very high. Yeah. I think the first day we saw about 9,000 voters. Since then, we've seen, upper 4,000s. If the trend holds, if that trend holds, we're looking at about 50,000 early voters.
So then if turnout is high, who does that benefit? Which side? Is it the ride-sharing companies, or is it the people that want the background checks?
Well, I think it's funny. I think both sides believe it benefits them, but I think that the ride-sharing companies would be very encouraged if we saw numbers about 100, 110,000, which is also, we should go back and note that over the last couple of May elections in the city of Austin, early voting turnout has tended to be a little bit lower than Election Day turnout. And we should all remember that Election Day is on a Saturday and in the middle of a month where it usually doesn't happen. So there is always that plays in. But as we reported this morning, Lyft and Uber, well, Lyft are offering free rides to the polls. I think that there's a massive turnout effort underway.
And you mentioned that they're offering the free rides and everything. We've also seen so many advertisements in favor of it. I would imagine that also has to be beneficial in terms of the large turnout because more people have seen the ads.
Yeah, whether or not you believe whatever ads you're getting, you're reminded that you got to go out and vote on May 7th, which of course is the ultimate goal there.
And you mentioned whether or not you believe. That brings up an interesting issue that I always hear with a lot of people on this issue. They're confused. They don't know which side is which side, what a yes vote means and what a no vote means.
Yeah, this, as with a lot of ballot language when you're talking about ballot questions, this one is a little confusing. And I think a number of folks have tried to explain it. And I think that basically a yes vote means that we're returning to rules that were established under a 2014 council where, the background checks don't include fingerprints. A no vote means that the existing rules passed by this council stick, and that the ride-sharing companies would be required to provide fingerprints for their drivers. Let's also note that no matter what happens here, and despite the fact that this is an election, so that there's some difference with the rules that passed, council can always go back and do something different. So May 7th, I think no matter what happens on May 7th, there's more to come on this. Council can change rules.
I have a feeling this is not the last time we're going to talk about this either. Mike Kanan, thank you very much.